You know what's cool? I can smell the peppers and onions in here.
These, you guys, might be the best tasting freeze-dried meals we're ever gonna eat. Welcome to Life in the North 40. I'm Brittany.
And I'm Rick.
And today we have another freeze-dried meal option for you. We've done a lot of these in the past. We've done Mountain House, ReadyWise, 4 Patriots, taste tested and reviewed them. So today we have another option for you, Peak Refuel.
Well, about 9 months ago, we did that comparison video Brittany just mentioned between Mountain House and 4 Patriots. Mountain House is really popular or common in most people's local sporting goods stores. So when we did that review, I mentioned that, hey, we're interested in some freeze-dried meals that may have better ingredients. Maybe they're cleaner, less artificial stuff, dyes, etc.
Pretty much healthier, higher quality.
We're probably not going to get organic stuff in there. So a couple of our subscribers shot us some comments and had mentioned this brand. What was cool is after those comments, I found these at my local favorite sporting goods store. So I picked up these two, a breakfast option to review and a lunch dinner option to review.
Yeah, and we wanted to review 2 different meals because breakfast...
This is because breakfast.
Breakfast, I always say, is pretty hard to mess up. So I don't think comparing breakfast to breakfast of different companies is really that fair. But I do think preparing dinner or lunch options is a good thing to do.
Previously on our review video of Mountain House versus 4 Patriots meals, we got really in depth on that video. We talked a lot about men and women's caloric needs and stuff. Check that video out for a lot more detail. We're not going to get into that kind of detail today.
For these survival food situations.
Yeah, we kind of broke it down on things to consider, shelf life, a lot of categories for folks to do their research and decide what they want to buy. We are giving information. You can make your own opinion on what you like and what you want to do. This brand, Peak Refuel is what it's called, touts that they're a premium freeze-dried meal option. Yeah. So we're going to find out today and see what we think.
Before we open these up and taste test them, I want to talk about a little bit more in depth on the product. So these are each 2 servings. That's what they come in this bag. They are $13.99 on their website and on Amazon. I do believe we got them for $12 something.
I think they're about $1 cheaper at my local sporting goods store.
So this company touts having about twice as much protein as their competitors, and they actually do. So it is 39 grams of protein just in this breakfast skillet.
And
so
do you know why, hon? Because these have meat.
Real meat.
And both of us are meat eaters.
Yes,
so we're pretty pumped to do a taste test of these.
I'm not saying all of the competitors don't have real meat in their product, but some of them only have meat flavored options. So pay close attention when that comes up, because one of the companies that we did review was that, and I was really disappointed because I do love meat and it's just satisfying and satiating.
And the reason you want some good meat in this is when you're out in a survival scenario, a bug out scenario, E&E, whatever.
Or just an emergency situation.
Maybe, your car broke down and you're out there living off of these for a couple days. Having that meat component is huge to keep you going with the fat and the protein content, healing wounds, recovery, etc. Yeah, you need the carbs too, but what we're seeing right now, just by the numbers, we haven't tried them yet, these have more meat than some of the other competitors, not just have meat, but more meat too. So now not all their meals have meat. They have some non-meat meal options, but this is focused towards outdoor racing, adventure races and stuff like that as well. So it has more protein. And you think, well, that you need more carbs. Well, it's got the standard high carbs too, but I'm really interested to give these a taste.
So for the breakfast skillet, I'm going to review the ingredients, and they're all whole ingredients. It's cooked pork sausage crumble, potato dices, scrambled egg product, salt, citric acid, red bell peppers, green bell peppers, onions, salt, and black pepper. Oh my gosh, that is amazing. It's very clean.
I'm going to read the beef stroganoff ingredients with my glasses. The sauce has sour cream with heavy cream, mushrooms, flour, onion, garlic, salt, beef bouillon. It does have some natural flavor, which we know is not the greatest. Caramel color, paprika, black pepper, instant rotini, fully cooked seasoned diced beef. So this does contain milk and wheat. But yeah, pretty basic.
Yeah, which is awesome.
Not a lot of additives. This product is similar to Mountain House that I like this feature. They are cook in the bag.
Yeah.
You just put boiled hot water right into this bag and you wait. It has a zipper lock on this, like a Ziploc bag. You can cut the top off, pour your hot water in, prepare it in its own bag. It cooks in its own bag, then you can eat it out of its own bag. So you don't need a separate cooking container or a bowl or something like that. You want a spoon to get down in there.
You can reseal it if you don't finish it.
Yeah, and so you could also eat a portion and say if you're Ian, you have a bug out scenario, you're under duress or something, you can eat a portion. If you have to move, you can seal it, keep moving.
Or if you're just hiking and you want to...
Or just hiking. And
probably more common.
One of the things I learned, too, is a great little side feature is with these resealable bags with warm water in here, you can use these and put them under your coat, against your kidney, whatever, to stay warm. An additional option. Once you eat out of this, you can clean this out. And this is a form of a container as well. So... kind of cool. Other brands, there's some brands on the market that you don't have the option to cook the individual meal in its own bag and reseal. You have to cook it in a cooking pot because it's multi-serving. Let's get to tasting this, hon.
All right, let's prepare. So for each of these packets, we need 2 cups of boiling water. We're just gonna use our tea kettle and get that going.
I use my pocket knife. I like to cut these, but there's a notch here. You could tear these off. Make sure you take out the oxygen absorbers. They don't taste too good.
I definitely have forgotten to do that before. So this is the beef stroganoff dried before we put the water in it. And this is the breakfast skillet before we add the water to cook it. It actually looks really nice and clean already. It already looks like just meat and eggs. That's nice. And then they say stir it first before you zip it up. So obviously so the water goes everywhere. I can't wait to eat breakfast for dinner.
Okay, boy, that's toasty.
Oh yeah. Hey, if you ever need a
that smells good
heating pad, this would work amazing.
You know what's cool? I can smell the peppers and onions in here. Boy, that smells good already.
I'm excited.
Okay.
These, you guys, might be the best tasting freeze-dried meals we're ever gonna eat.
Okay, so we gotta wait 15 minutes. That's quite a while to really absorb. When we do taste these, we're gonna do a 1 to 10 scoring system. Again, this is subjective, based off of our opinion. Everyone has different tastes.
Yeah.
Some people like spice, some people don't. She's a spice wuss, I'm not. But different things. But we're gonna tell you why we like them and why we score what we score. We did find one downside. In that video we told you to check out with lots of details. One of those considerations we mentioned is shelf life. These have one of the lowest shelf lives that we've seen. For example, Mountain House typically 30-year shelf life. I think for Patriots was 25.
Yeah, Ready-Wise I think was only like 5 years.
Was it Ready-Wise? Okay, so that's similar to this then. These are a 5-year shelf life. And that could be because they don't have a lot of those preservatives and chemicals and extra stuff that some of them have, and maybe that's why they have the 30-year shelf life.
So we do have long-term freeze-dried meal options from Mountain House Meals for our emergency backup supply. We have a big pallet load, honestly. So, but that was before we found out about these.
We have 2 pallet loads.
But these also come in bigger sizes. Like you can buy a bucket load, or you can buy 14 at one time, or 12 at one time. So these freeze-dried meals are extremely important for an emergency situation. Besides like hunting, hiking, camping, which these are really easy to use to be able to just throw away also. But in emergency situations, like it's winter here, we live in the woods, we often lose power probably 2 or 3 times this season. So it's great to have some backup food situations. Last year, we were without power for a whole week. So that was a really long time. Keep that in mind. If you don't live in the snow, maybe if you live somewhere where you have hurricanes or floods or tornadoes, earthquakes. Yeah, so these are really good to have as backups so you don't have to worry about preserving stuff that would normally be like in the fridge or the freezer.
You know, what's wrong with throwing a couple of these in your car too? I mean, in case you have a breakdown, they don't take up much room. They're easy to store. You are going to need some water, and you are going to need a way to heat water. Keep that in mind.
Okay, I think these are ready. You ready?
Has it been 15 minutes?
Yes.
Okay, so do we want breakfast or dinner first?
Breakfast.
I want dinner first, so I'll let Brittany try breakfast first. And
all right, we'll get some close-up shots. Let's show you what these look like.
While Brittany's getting things prepared for our taste test, I want to go over our fat, carbs, and protein for each one of these per serving. Okay, for the breakfast skillet, so it's half the package. There's 2 servings. The total fat is 19 grams. Total carbs is 23 grams, and 19 grams of protein. in half of this bag. So that's pretty cool. All right, for the breakfast skillet, this has 2 servings, so half the package, 1 serving's nutritional data, fat 19 grams, carbohydrates 23 grams, and protein 19 grams. That's a lot of protein in that. That's great. So let's look at the beef stroganoff. Apples to apples comparison right now between Mountain House and this on the same meal type. Let's look at just protein. These guys claim they have double protein. The total protein in this whole thing for both servings is 41 grams, and the total protein for both servings is 24 grams. So they're right, it is about double. Pretty impressed.
We are ready to taste test. Just a quick correction. The beef stroganoff actually only takes 3/4 cup water. I put a little bit more than that. That's why it was a little bit watery, but the flavor should still be amazing. So let's go.
Okay, so let's try to taste test the beef stroganoff first, since it is pretty much dinner time. I'm gonna take a little taste and let Brittany take a taste. Reminder, 1 is the worst, 10 is the best. We're gonna give you our opinion and why with the 1 to 10 scale.
Is it good?
Whoa.
Hey, don't eat it all.
Cheesy.
Ooh.
I like the cheese flavor and the meat. Very meaty and substantial.
Yeah.
Nice. I like the hardiness of the meat. Hey,
Watch
I guess she's
me.
gonna have multiple bites and leave none for me. You gotta watch out for her. She'll eat a side of beef. If you look away and you have a steak on your plate, it's gone. Because she already ate hers, and then she'll eat yours.
Okay, I think scale the 1 to 10 for the beef stroganoff. I think I give it a 7.
Really?
You? Yeah.
I'm gonna give this compared to, I like Mountain House. Compared to the Mountain House, because I've had that,
That's better.
this is, no, I'm gonna give this a strong 8. It's that good. This tastes legit. Now, it doesn't taste like homemade, okay? But the noodles, the cheesiness of it
It's
with
really
the gravy or the
buttery.
Buttery, yeah, it is a buttery, huh?
Yeah.
The meat, you get real meat chunks. They taste good. They taste like roasted, seasoned pieces of
Yeah.
beef, you know, that
That
have
was
been
really good.
slow cooked. I like that. That hits the spot. I'm going to give that a solid 8 out of 10.
Nice. Okay, now breakfast. I love breakfast. I hope this tastes amazing. It looks like it does. I think it's pretty hard to screw up, but you ready, Freddie?
Oh, you can screw it up. Because I've done it.
I've screwed up plenty of breakfasts before.
Mainly like making waffles.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I got to cleanse my palate. So this is
That is good.
egg, sausage, potatoes, and peppers.
Yeah. That tastes like you just made it in the pan.
Wow.
I think.
That's pretty good. Pretty hearty.
I'm going to finish
I like it. Of course, she's going to finish it. I'm saying an 8 again. I'm going to say this is probably the best. I love Mountain House. And I've eaten 4 Patriots. I've eaten Ready Wise. I've eaten a ton of MREs. I've eaten LERPs and different rations in the military, survival rations, stuff like that. This is the best I've had, flavor-wise. I think.
No, this is really good. I'd give that like a 9.5.
So far, yeah.
Breakfast, 9.5 out of 10.
I'm going to say 8.5 then. She's doing a 9. Brittany's doing a 9.5. I'm going to say 8.5.
Woo!
And I'll tell you what, these are tasty.
If you guys want to try a premium quality, I highly recommend this. And they're really comparable on price to Mountain House, I think. So they also do on Amazon and on their website have larger quantities for sale. So for more of a survival emergency situation, you can buy them in packs or kits.
What was the bucket called?
There's a base camp bucket I saw on Amazon. It was like 434
This brand, yeah.
bucks. And had 72 servings in that. So that would be good for a family, I think, for a survival situation.
The downside that we know of right now is the shelf life. 5 years,
Yeah.
doesn't even touch 30-year shelf life. But again, maybe that's why there's just all real ingredients without the preservatives and the ash and trash. Now I want to try every menu option they have to see how they taste.
All right, I think we both agree that this is probably the best freeze-dried meal we have ever had. Breakfast and dinner.
Taste-wise, well, at least these 2 options from this company. I haven't tried them all, but yeah, these were good.
So like we said previously, Check out these other videos where we do the freeze-dried meal reviews and comparisons. They're really in-depth, and I think you will learn a lot, and you can see how the other options are.
Thanks for joining us at Life in the North 40 and for watching.
We'll see you next time.